All right,
Hello, everybody!
welcome back. Hopefully, we got everything solved out, so it's not a slideshow anymore. Nice meme. I saw that earlier. So,
Screw IEM, dude. We're not IEM.
yeah, screw IAM indeed. All right, we're really quiet on stream,
um,
I think. Anyway, yeah, I think we're a little quiet. If you could turn us up a tad.
turn it up, boy! Alright, streamer says he's sorry. Hey, first week. Yo, guys, just
Yeah,
chill,
yeah.
man.
First week, give us a break. We'll get it all together in the end. But I think we're gonna be getting into the second draft. As the teams meme away in pregame chat.
Yeah, they're just memeing all day, dude. All day, every day. So, start the pro drafts. Alright, I'm looking. What are you looking for here?
A Vlad ban. Definitely a Vlad ban coming out. I really don't think Torn but Hole need to change anything at all. But we're jumping right in here. D&D gonna go ahead and get the first ban out as we switch sides here, and they're gonna ban Graves. So they might just stick with the same set of bans, I guess, since it worked. Or wait, was it? Yeah.
yeah,
Wait a
they
second.
banned Graves. They banned
D&D
Graves.
banning Graves again, even though they banned Graves last game and it did absolutely nothing for them. So I guess in the end, imagination, no, rather.
No, Torn Behold does not get their first ban as well. So that's pretty key to know because that gives them one less ban to ban Vladimir.
Right. So imagination played pretty clean on that Elise last game. However, it looks like a Lulu ban again, so they might just mimic bans and try a different comp in the end. Uh, could work out for them, I guess. Second ban though is gonna be the Vel'Koz. That's what I
Oh
expect.
wait,
I expect the Janna second too. That Janna is super strong on guts. He does play that champion pretty often.
oh wait, I got confused about the bans on the teams. Okay, there comes the
Oh yeah,
Vladimir
here we
ban.
go. So the Vlad ban, the Master Yi ban, targeting Spag. He does play that champion pretty often. Yeah, we seem to be pretty close. Bans are pretty close. I think it's only like 5 or 7 seconds behind right now. So D&D with their first pick. I expect the Aatrox lock in, Dim PJ, the one trick. Really comfortable on that champ. And doesn't really give anything away because played Galio into it last time. And honestly, I think Dimpy, I mean, it was pretty even. I mean, neither had a huge advantage in lane at least. So, Torn but Hole
Oh,
do
the
end up
Nautilus.
picking the Nautilus since
Yeah,
they missed that pick, or missed that ban rather, in Karma for Flying Scorpion. He does play Alley Karma. Doesn't have a lot of games, so it was really hard to tell what he's going to play, but he has a few games on Karma, so it's nice to see him hopefully on something he likes. Uh,
yeah, because definitely not Diamond had to ban that Vladimir. Whoa, Sidrani coming out.
Sejuani picked up for Spag, and that's not a surprise because Sejuani is one of his top three champs, along with or top four rather, along with Master Yi, Vi, and Zen. So in the mid lane, I don't know if they'll pick mid right here. I expect them to pick like MF, Kate, or Lucian for Angry Beast. He's probably gonna try and stay away from that Ashe. Instead, picking Bagir. So they
Big,
picked two solo lanes in the first phase. Interesting, saving their bot lane for last as they're picking in order. Um, Torn but Hole gonna have the last pick here. I mean, they might as well just save. I don't know. I say they pick an ADC and then ban two strong ADCs away from this guy. But we'll see what they pick up. I mean, maybe the jungle here, since Lee and Elise are still open. Could even see an Olaf.
oh,
Instead,
the
it's a
Jace
Jace.
mid.
For I, I'm gonna keep
That's
calling him
like
Swede. I saw a different pronunciation,
it's
but
Swidey.
Swidey, Swidey.
Swidey. Swidey.
So Jana was open for guts, but they didn't pick it. And I mean, he has over 100 games on, or I think he's like 80 or 90 games on Jana. Didn't pick it. Instead, went for the in order pick. Ezreal banned against Bosomness as he looked pretty okay on that. However, Jen's still open for him. He has quite a few games on Jin.
I think
Uh,
the reason why definitely not Diamond didn't pick that Janna was because they wanted the Veigar pick for their mid lane. Some god of Guardian didn't do very well last game, and he was forced on that Xerath in that second round pick.
mhm.
So they want to give him something he's comfortable with, something he won't get destroyed by, like the Xerath in the
So
first game.
last two bans are Nami Elise, but Torbert Hole pick up the Caitlyn, take that away from Angry Beast, and he's hovering Draven right now. This could be interesting.
Double
Uh,
it,
double lift.
double it.
Torbert Hole's comp is, I mean, they're going for last game they went full AP. This game they're leaning towards full AD, and Misfortune locked in for Angry Beast. More of a comfort pick hopefully than Ash, and Bran locked in for Guts. So his three champs of Lulu, Jan, and Nami banned out, and looks like Imagination gonna be on this Olaf. He does lock that in. All right, finally I can catch up here and kind of analyze these comps. So D&D did pick an order, uh, starting with the Aatrox, and then Torn But Whole responded with Nautilus Karma. Now they did ban uh, what what's her name? Definitely not Diamond. Didn't end up banning Nautilus last time over the Vladimir, but this time banning the Vladimir leaves Sugar Doodle open for that Nautilus pick. They get that and the Karma. I'm sorry.
There's no video to be played, right? Wait, hide the. Okay, it's just the altar. Okay. Um, yeah, as you were saying, the Nautilus. Yeah, the Nautilus pick did creep through for Torn but Hull because of the Vlad ban, like you said. And how is that matchup between Nautilus and Aatrox in the top? Because I saw like I've heard a lot of new things about Aatrox. I think he got buffed and nerfed, and I really don't know what's going on with him anymore. So as a top lane main, how is it?
Uh, I honestly, I mean, I have quite a few games on Nautilus, especially with my fives team, but I haven't played against Aatrox at all. I mean, I haven't played him. I haven't played against him since his minor rework. But if it was my guess, Nautilus is pretty weak 1 through 5. But once you hit that level 6, and especially I think level 7 is when you kind of start to turn it around. But I think Nautilus, he's really hard. I mean, he's a lot squishier than you might think. Even though you have that shield, you just get really pushed out, and with Corrupting Potion, you don't have a lot of sustain other than that. So I think this Aatrox could end up out sustaining this lane early on and get himself really up, especially because he knows what to do on that champion. Um, I want to look at this bot lane. We have MF Brand against Caitlyn Karma. So obviously Caitlyn outranging this MF, but this Brand gonna be, I mean, just Brand is such a hassle to lane against. Mid lane, I mean, he's kind of easy because he misses W and then he's pretty much useless. Or misses stun and doesn't really have much to do. But when you have the ADC counteracting, if you miss stuff, it's okay. You just back up and reset. So
It's
Karma
actually
picked up. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, so it's actually a pretty interesting summoner spell. Swidey is taking because he's taking cleanse against
Hmm.
the Johnny Veigar, but that does take away a lot of his killing potential with ignite or ghost.
Or
So that's
even teleport to
or even
respond to team
teleport.
fights.
Yeah, but I don't think Swide uh really cares. I think Swide really values this 1v1s. So I guess that's why he took cleanse, just in case he gets caught up by the Veigar, he can go in and attack him
Or
when
even
some
gank
gods of
by his
Guardian.
stag.
Yeah. But that'd be interesting to see how he performs on this Jace because again his Vlad is taken away, so he's forced on this new pick, and yeah, it'll be different this time.
Um, yeah, pointing out we have one ignite this game compared to the two from I think Torn but Whole took last time. So
Uh huh.
they prefer to go for cleanse exhaust on flying scorpion this round. However, guts is taking ignite on brand. How fitting. Um, so they could go aggressive here early on. I mean, Caitlyn sure she outranges, but I mean, her level 1 isn't the strongest, and I'd say level 2 Brand is pretty strong if you can hit the WQ. I mean, that's a good looking kill right there, especially if they get it early. MF's able to push with her bouncing shot.
I think
Meanwhile,
the key, yeah,
oh,
I
go
think the key for this game is that definitely not Diamond have to definitely be on the same page.
right.
With the Sejuani Ultimate,
The
with
team fight
Veigar
comp, yep.
and MF and Brand, like all of these require a lot of team communication. Whereas on Torn Behold's side, you can have that Jace just go pop off or that
Firing
Olaf
away.
pop off. Yeah, like all these things are kind of more individual. And as long as they do all, at least as long as they perform while protecting Caitlyn from these divers on that definitely not Diamond's side, then I think they'll do a very good job and have a really easy time in this game.
I do want to point out for Torn But Whole, they're more of kind of, I guess, a run at comp, uh, shifting away from, or rather compared to definitely not Diamond CC comp. They're, definitely not Diamond's not looking. I guess a good Sejuani engage would be great, but they're kind of looking if you hit the ice crystal and then you hit a Vagar arena around it, and then maybe a brand stun, but the AoE brand, and then the MF. They're going for that huge lockup wombo combo. Meanwhile, Torn But Whole with an Olaf, and you have the Jace Accelerant Gase and Gase Gate
Case.
and the Karma Enhanced Shield for the whole team, and even the Nautilus. Like, I think that's highly underrated. You hit that ulti and then land the Q, and boom, you're right in the middle of that team, and just all kinds of CC, and Olaf in the middle of that. Um, so, two different team fighting styles. I'm excited to see how they're going to clash. Uh, but I think it's going to be really dependent on early game, especially in this jungle matchup, because ahead Olaf is super scary, and behind Sejuani is super super weak. Um,
Yeah, I think that both teams, despite having different team fighting styles, they're still very similar from game one. Neither team has really um, strayed away from their game one team fighting style. You have definitely not Diamond again with the hard CC comp we saw in the first game. Might not have the exact same champions, but they have the exact same mindset. Whereas on Torn Behold's side, they're forced off these champions that they performed really well on. You have the Vlad, the Ezreal, but the idea is still the same. You have the Caitlyn that kites away, does what she wants during these team fights, and you have um, the mid laner on Jace, just like Vlad. You want to just crush the lane and one
and then
shot
the top
people.
laner all in right in the middle of the
Yeah.
team.
Uh
Although he doesn't have the coming from the skies ulti that Galio has.
huh.
Definitely the AoE knockups and stun onto a target is going to be really big. So more of a pick poke comp for Torn But Whole, and more of a lockdown wombo combo comp for definitely not Diamond.
Exactly.
So hopefully stream's looking a lot better. I'm seeing people are saying it looks way better in the chat. So we're gonna load in game two, Torn But Whole up 1-0. Let's see what happens, boys.
D&D win or TBW win? Show us your fan vote, guys.
Give us the hashtags, chat.
I
Let's
think
see.
I know where this one's going.
Yeah, watching last game, I'm gonna be highlighting this mid matchup because I mean, like you said, he has cleanse, so not gonna be as aggressive as having that ignite. Looks like normal item setup. I'd like to see where they go. Because last time, Torpid Hole ran straight bot. Now it looks like they're gonna run straight top this time. As they switch sides, and definitely not Diamond looking to spread out like they did last time. Instead of a
Welcome
5-point
to
set, more of a
Summoner's
4-point.
Rift.
And Torpid
Hey.
Hole really pinging out here. They could look for an early level 1. Nautilus's level 1 is super strong. Even the Karma if you hit a Mantra Q. And I don't think MPJ knows this. They're wrapping around here, around this blue buff.
Oh man,
30
Dempsey
seconds until
might be in
minions
a little
spawn.
trouble here. He doesn't see
He's
that
gonna
word out
he's gonna
there.
have to flash this hook right now. He's just sitting around waiting. He spots it out here, and I guess they're backing off.
Well, he had to start his queue there.
Right. That's really important. Nautilus did not start anything, so him starting Q not gonna let him get that early sustain or that early poke off of his E. So that could help Nautilus shift the matchup in his favor if he plays it correctly.
Minions have spawned.
So standard lanes, no crazy swaps. Looks like Sejuani starting red side and Olaf on the blue.
What is Jumping Borders doing there?
I don't know. I guess he just going for the information. Still has time. Use the blasting cone. He's jumping on out of there in his spacesuit, and so really early fight in the mid lane from Sweet, going super aggressive with the hammer and gun Q.
Yeah, Swady doesn't want to stop that momentum he got.
I'll try and fix that.
Wait, I thought Swady doesn't want to stop the momentum he got from that first game. You can see him very aggressive against this Veigar.
Although Veigar, he might be a little more comfortable on the Veigar compared to the Xerath. And Veigar is not as mana hungry as Xerath, I think. And when he gets an early level 2, does get a trade with super. I don't think either of them top that. But he is getting an early push in. Hopefully gonna try and keep that farm cheat.
From the junglers, they'll end up on the same side, so something might be happening in the mid or top lane where it's two match.
Also want to point out, Imagination is going to have yet another XP advantage going into this, because he cleared his entire bot side, meanwhile Sedge did not go for a crush. So Spag going to be, again, level 2, while Imagination is level 3. Yeah, I mean, it looks like standard starts we saw last time. Mid lane get an early CS, jungle stay behind an XP, meanwhile top and bot just kind of hang out.
Might be looking for something here.
Yeah, coming in for the gank. Nautilus still has flash up. Q does land, but he also lands his dredge line on the wall. Has the flash wall with that. There's Spag with the flash. First blood coming out for that was really nice from Spag to hit that Arctic Assault. Kind of a misplay from Jumping Borders. He dredge lined and then got knocked up by the Aatrox Q, Dark Light, and then he had to flash after that, nowhere to go. So really nice. Spag only losing his flash for the top laner slash. MPJ now quite a big advantage. He does start flight in. He might be going for another return kill. Jumping Borders getting super low. He has no flash. He's under 100 health, but Imagination here for counter. And he hits the NOS button, but he only hits one of 3 axes.
I just wanted to say that Spag did start off with a very interesting and clever clear. She didn't do the blue buff and went straight to the top lane because he knows that Imagination, the normal clear is to take out the whole, all the camps in the bot side, so she knew that she would be there before Imagination, unless Imagination tried the same cheese as the ball. And with that blasting cone right behind that brush, that was a very clever gank.
Here goes Imagination. He is spotted out by Ward, so Spag gonna come up with a counter gank. Aatrox, Dark Flight out of there. And super low though. That red buff was taken away on him. So even though he had that early advantage over Jumping Borders, it's kind of taken away by this attention both junglers were paying in the top lane. Meanwhile, mid, Swine, once again with the push hit, once again, some god of Guardian out of mana. And Jace is going to be looking for a roam. He's just placing a ward. Yeah, he'll head back mid. Some god of Guardian going to go ahead and back up. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, first time looking at that, Guts and Angry Beast looking to push in. Angry Beast is 9 CS down from boss miss. So either looking at summoner spells. Well, actually, hold up. Top lane, Jumping Borders has a slight XP advantage now. No corrupting pots though, and MPJ got a really nice back for himself. So no teleport.
Brady actually has double the of some God of Guardian
already.
And this is like the same pattern we saw in the first game. We saw that Vladimir having 40 more CS within like 10 minutes or like 12 minutes. He had no kills, but he had so much more gold that he could don't count everything and get even more gold. And you see how that ended up.
Oh yeah. So Q does not land from Guts. Debbie does. Ooh. Bouncing shot. Big crit. Mr. Stream. Oh, hold that thought. Spidey in the middle lane, going super aggressive. Barrier comes out. Oh, flash Q, and it does come out as the Shock Blast picks up the early kill for Swyatt. Not first blood, but first blood for his lane. He can use to dominate in this series. As I was saying, Streamer, can you turn down the game volume just a tad and turn us up a bit?
Turn up.
I think we're still a little low on stream. So Swidey, as he picks up another early advantage for himself. Okay.
I'll turn the game down a little bit down. Oh, yeah, okay, that's fine. So yeah, we see an early advantage in the mid lane again, and it's up to Spag whether or not should I go top and snowball our Atox more, or should I go help in the mid lane? And if Spag can't...
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I mean, he's yet again behind. I mean, he's backing level 5. Olaf already back, picked himself up some acidity boost. Gonna be trying to get the most out of those axes. But neither jungler has paid much attention to this bot lane, as it's pretty even for the most part, except a slight CS advantage over Bossness. This poor Meg here, he's getting zoned out once again.
No, Dimpy looks really low. They're fighting with top lane.
Oh yeah, top lane fight. Dimpy J low, the revive is popped. However, Jumping Borders does not have his flash hit. Flash coming out from Dimpy J does miss the Blades of Torment, although he misses the dredge line. Oh, the shields pop, Dark Blade knocks up in the air. Oh, can't get it! Survives with 40 HP.
That was the whole mini wave and some.
Meanwhile, mid lane, Swady, oh, misses the enhanced shock blast as it doesn't go through. Flash comes out for some God of Guardian, but holy moly, that top lane fight, I mean, sure it was kind of wet noodle there at the end, but that Titan's Wrath Shield coming out from Nautilus was huge. Really turned it, I mean, kind of baited Dimpy J into staying in that fight, and ended up pixing it up. Pixing.
They've taken by on the hole while we were watching those fights. This imagination here is just soloing it, and that's what Olaf can do with a blue buff. He can quickly and...
Oh yeah, especially picking up those boosts of lucidity. I mean, he was probably easy to take that down really, really fast.
Yeah, and these boosts of lucidity really help him go fast. As you would say, knock button.
The knock button.
Over and over again.
Spag looking for a gank in the mid lane, and the arena does come out, hitting some Gods of Guardian super low. Sweetie isn't able to finish him off, but Spag gonna look and try and maybe trade around some damage. Swidey half HP, but backs off eventually. Meanwhile, Imagination just starving out, I guess, Spag. That was the word I was looking for. Oh, the snipe from Swidey, as he does end up taking out some God of Guardian. Oh man, the enhanced shock blade. Gosh, he's double SCS, he's got 2 kills now, he just can't be stopped. They can't contain this man.
That was just unlucky. There's...
Unlucky indeed. He had barrier up there though.
Yeah, no, but he walked away and walked back into the jungle.
However, Spag gonna be looking getting collapsed on, and he ends up going towards the outer turret. The Clint does pop out. Swidey takes turret. Super clean fight out of Imagination Swipe. Wow, that was awesome. I mean, he hit the Clint perfectly right after. Tanks the turret for jungler. Wow, that was good team play right there.
Yeah, Swidey so, on the edge of the turret range and taking just enough shots to kill.
I think there was a
again.
I think there was a bot lane fight. Looks like them died.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Caitlyn, Boston was flashed behind Angry Beast 96's ult and killed her. It was pretty smooth, I guess. But things aren't looking very good for definitely.
Oh wow.
Yet
Yeah.
again.
Ends up picking up the kill. So yeah, definitely not Diamond, definitely not doing much in this game. As keeping their same strat from last game. Meanwhile, Silver also keeping the same strat of just, I mean, just really dominating this early game. And jumping borders already getting tanky up here at the top, and I'd say he's got an advantage right now. Already level 8. Wave clear is immense. That Titan Thrash shield gets bigger and bigger. However, the bot lane Spag goes for a gank, doesn't end up happening. A respect flash from Flying Scorpion.
Nice red line.
Meanwhile, fighting the top, like he says, hits the dredge line. He's got a full level over DPJ now. That could be scary. The Sunfire just burning away. He's pretty low. He does have his depth charge up. DPJ really needs to respect it. His flash is coming up now.
Oh.
Meanwhile, in the bot lane jungle, Imagination finding Spag caught out. The blast cone is there.
Awesomeness might be
He's
goes
right
down
on top
here.
of- Meanwhile, another fight breaks out in the bot lane. Awesomeness goes down to Angry Beast. I'm not catching these bot lane fights. They're just happening
Yeah.
way too fast. So, trading back after Awesomeness does pick up a kill. Angry Beast does pick one up back. And both these AD carries hold 1 and 1. So identical bot lanes, but that can't be said. Same can't be said for mid. 2-level advantage over some Gods of Guardian for Swidey. But the continuation of clearing Spag's jungle. Here goes Imagination! 2 levels up! Does hit the ultimate and the Nos, but one more axe is all he needs! Red buff won't get it. Flash out from Spag. The arena pops in. This could be bad.
Nice dodge.
Flaps on. Oh, the Orange Prison comes out. Nah, they'll just get out of here. Teleport does come in from jumping borders. Hits the dredge line. Hits the depth charge on the figure. He's 1v2ing it right now. Meanwhile, Pharma and Brand having a little skirmish. Some Gods of Guardian just running in melee mode. Oh my, what in the world is he doing? I mean, he just ran into an Olaf. Just tell him, give me that axe.
I think you wanted to finish Swidey in that fight right there, but he goes in and couldn't press ultimate.
NBJ ends up picking up a kill on the Swidey, hopefully trading for his life, and that's what he'll do. So, I mean, NBJ making the best out of a bad situation. Picks himself up a Phantom Dancer first, just in his flash! Flash stretch line! Takes in the snipe shot, not enough to finish him off. Ace in the hole, can't put him down.
That was almost an awesome play.
Man, tons of damage.
Oh my, not like this.
So, Spag, 3 levels down from Imagination right now. Gosh, this is so sad to see. Infernal Drake gonna be spooked up here, hopefully by Torment Hole. Although, definitely not Diamond, gonna look to collapse around both sides. 1500 health now on the Dragon. He's super low. Depth charge on the Angry Beast. Angry Beast pops the ulti, sitting on top of the Nautilus. And Imagination picks it up, picks up a kill on the Angry Beast as well. Spag getting insanely low, and he's gonna go down to the double kill from Awesomeness. Brand nowhere to go. He's just beat down by Olaf.
Jumping borders actually going down here. Oh.
Yeah, trades the kill on the jumping borders with the Ignite though. So in the end, a 4-for-1, and they got an Infernal. So, I mean, you try and you just, I don't know. You try and look at the positives, definitely not Diamond, but there really is not one right now.
Angry Beast is so behind right now, and first item. Wait, he built first item Dustblade? I don't know if that's good on
Interesting.
anymore.
Especially when you're that far behind.
Yeah, that
So
might explain why her ultimate did no damage. Jumping borders when it was just shoved in his face. Like,
I'd like to point out,
yeah.
Whitey in the top lane almost Flame Horizon over some Gods of Guardian. He's about 40 CS off right now. I guess it's not too much, but he's approaching it. Meanwhile, Flying Scorpion, Dumpy Joe? Nah, just kidding. I thought he might try and get greedy on that, but respect if it could be teammates. So, just, I mean, mirror image of last game. Dumpy J, the only one kind of holding his own. Depth chart, or excuse me, Dredgeline misses. And Dumpy J lives to fight another day. But, yeah, just Tornboat Hole, starving out the map against definitely not Diamond. Dark Flight comes out to get himself out of that focus resolve.
A rotation has been made by a Tornboat Hole to go up and might be trouble here?
Yes, some gods of Guardian. Man, my accents are just really all over me today. Jumping borders, really intimidating. On an 04 Vagear, Kappa. Check out that ward by Olaf right there. He gives us a little show. He gives the spam king. Yeah, quality ward right in the bush. Although fight breaks on the top, and Flying Scorpion gets burst down in. Boston needs to be really careful, but he does succeed with his life. However, in the mid lane, Angry Beast trades his. That Dredgeline on some gods of Guardian, and it's not enough. Drops the ulti.
Definitely not Diamond are gonna lose their base for that. And
they get one kill.
They get one kill, no tower. And oh yeah, and Angry Beast is dead again.
So hey, once again, they got a kill, but it took like 4 times as much to get it. They lose 2 towers and a kill on top of that. 3 towers. I take that.
They lost 2 kills. Angry Beast and
yeah, you're right.
Not a billion. So nothing positive coming out from definitely not Diamond.
Nah, every play they go for, Tornboat Hole has to play to counteract that. Slide needs to be careful. He has Flash and Cleanse up though, so I'm sure he's not too worried.
I think Swidey might be oh, excuse me.
So, Vagear trying to give Caitlyn, trying to stop him. Vent Horizon doesn't land though. Gonna look to clear this wave out as the rest of Tornboat Hole gonna look to back out. Reset. Slide item. Jace finishing up his Mana Mune, Mana Yomu's on top of Lucidity. And we look at Vagear, and he's got that Seeker Charm Guard in the Lost Chapter.
Hold up, he didn't finish the Morello, and he was like, hold up, I need to make my...
Yeah, while I'm behind double farm, and I'm 05, I'm gonna build 2 items at once.
And an interesting choice by Spag to build the red smite, the challenge smite on Tigrani. Your team is behind, you gotta get as much vision as you can, but decides to build the challenge smite, so I don't know about that.
I've got one word for definitely not Diamond.
What's that?
I think that's all we're seeing right now. Some pretty awkward item builds. And,
are you sure it's not challenge? Nah, I won't go.
Oh, whoa! Getting a little further. 11k gold lead as it just ticked up at the top. 5 towers to none, and Caitlyn still pushing down really heavily on the top lane. And they can't stop them. They could have a 1-3-1 right now, and definitely not Diamond wouldn't be able to do anything. They have full control over Baron. They might go for the 20-minute Baron spawn and look to end this game faster than the last one. They ended at 24 minutes. They might be going for 23 this game.
Yeah, they're getting wards on the top side.
First goes down. Dredgeline does land. Nice chunk of damage on the guts, but the jumping borders just getting tickled at the moment as he does take down the control ward.
Yeah, I was gonna say he looks like he might be in trouble, but no, he's full health.
Yeah.
Not in trouble.
Bostonist picks himself up an IE and a Runons. Meanwhile, MF sitting on that Duskblade and the Dirk with no boots. It's just, there's not much you can say. They just got starved out. Every lane lost in farm except for top.
The game one.
Mirror image, they'll look to probably get this Baron pretty cleanly, as Dragon does spawn. It is an Ocean this time. They could go for their double Ocean on top of their Infernal. Shock Blast comes out. Not too much damage onto DMPJ.
There is a wave building up in the top lane.
And bot lane as well.
Yeah, but definitely not Diamond's top tier 2 tower is almost down. So they have to respond to that as well as the bot lane. And right now, with the whole mistake for Dragon, and the can't launch the Baron after this because definitely not Diamond have to defend against these minions.
Yeah, they can't, I mean, like, they can't do anything. They have no vision on the map. They have absolutely no way to walk out of their base. They don't have a single turret down. I mean, at this point, it's just beating a dead horse with Torn by Hole by saying they're starving them out. But that's what they're doing.
They need to be a miracle right now.
I mean, honestly, I think Torn but Hole could just kind of run into them with their confidence in this game right now. But playing it more on the safe side, trying to avoid the throw. Although 10k gold lead, little difficult to throw in a team like Red Solar. The shot blast. Ridgeline does miss. They should pick up the ender turret. Spag able to save his flash, but he gets insanely low. Mental Rising comes out. Shock blast again. This time he misses. And jumping borders, once again getting tickled. Dredgeline hits on the Angry Beast. Death charge out. Ace in the hole finishes him off. Good night, my son. This looks to be the in-game push.
Angry Beast is probably pretty angry right now.
I'd say so.
Not much of a beast.
Bag, the forehand. Coming in. Right Scorpion has to flash out. Brand on a killing spree. Oh, jumping borders insanely low. However, this pull-off running around in the back line as Jace does pick himself up a snipe kill onto DMPJ. Or rather, I don't think that was a snipe kill. I think that was just beating him down. So you're like, wow, dude, they got a kill. They got the ignite on the flying scorpion. Yeah, but they lost 2 members and now they're gonna lose an infant for it. So, but I mean, they have to make a play there. Can't fault them for that.
That play was literally what definitely not Diamond. Why they drafted this combo. That was a combo, and that was what they could do with it. But didn't have follow-up damage.
Yeah, what they could do with it if they were even, at least.
Yeah.
But not even close at this point. As the gold lead approaches 13k, 7 turrets and 0. And Torn but Hole gonna look to reset. Probably get a Baron, close this one out as cleanly as possible. They're not gonna beat their record of last game, 24 minutes. But
oh wait, no, they
the
did.
FF? Whoa. The FF?
Oh man.
They beat it! They beat it by 19
They heard you. That's the curse.
They heard me. They were like, nah, dude, we want this win. FF right now. So, a surrender coming out. I mean, what's there to look at in this post-game screen? Brand was 3-1. So, I mean, Guts statistically had a good game. No. This game was a complete stomp. Torn but Hole just, showing that they were obviously the better team here. Better drafts, better execution. I mean, I don't know how each team stacks up against the other teams, but they looked really strong. So I'd look for them at the top of the standings come the end of the season.
And the second game really showed that Tornball Holt, they don't really have to focus in the mid lane to win the game. Every lane won their lanes.
Right.
And bot lane especially. Top lane was kind of even, but Bosomness was able to destroy Angry Beast 96. And because of that pressure in the mid lane and bot lane, they're able to get drags, they're able to push vision and really clean up the game.
And I mean, we highlighted Swidey, all series, just getting huge advantages. I mean, I think he limited Vygar to like 5k damage that game. And but on top of that, we're sleeping on imagination. I mean, he had Spag on a leash that whole game. I mean, that was insane. I mean, he starved his jungle out both games. He had huge farm leads. He had huge vision leads. I mean, he played every lane right. I mean, he was there for counter ganks. He was there the whole time. So, really just clean games, clean series, clean sweep by Torn but Hole.
Yeah, but the one bright side I saw from Definitely Not Diamond was I thought that their drafting wasn't that bad. I thought they had good combos and good intentions, but they just weren't on the same page. They couldn't win their lanes.
Couldn't execute.
Spag, I think, did the best job in both games. He was able to try to give Dempy a early lead. In the second game, Spag whipped out a really good pathing for early gank on jumping borders and was able to finish him off early. So if they want to improve, if they want to get better, I feel like if Spag applies that to the mid lane, to the top lane, to the bot lane, I think they're gonna improve a lot and start winning more games.
I agree. I agree with everything you said. To add on, definitely not Diamond. I think while I was looking at the scouting report, they have, along with MPJ, their mid laner is basically a Vel'Koz one trick, and that showed. I mean, on both his Veigar game and his Xerath game, I mean, he just looked really uncomfortable. So him not getting that Vel'Koz just really put him out of whack. And I thought Guts was going to do the same, not getting that Janna, but he ended up holding his own. He looked okay there on brand. Of course, it was kind of overshadowed by his team's just really bad play overall. But thank you guys for joining us for week 1 of Dominate. I had a really fun job, fun time casting voted as
Same here.
the tongue twisters continue for me. But yeah, thank you guys for coming out and
Yeah.
checking out the stream. Hopefully we'll be back next week if I don't get fired.
You're fired.
Hopefully I didn't meme anyone too hard. But yeah, thank you so much to the streamer as well. I think
Second game was
Marcos.
much better.
Yeah, I mean second game was
Flowers.
flawless. Keep those settings. We'll be golden. And thank you, chat,
Or
for
diamond. Or not diamond. Definitely not diamond.
definitely not diamond at all. Yeah, that team definitely not diamond.
Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Repotted checking out along with
Citrus here, and we'll see you guys next week. Thank you guys for coming out.
Yeah, we'll play some music. Peace out, boys. Peace out.